Previously on Do Dragons Dream of Scorched Sheep, the party was split. 3 of them went to fight a time-stealing creature from beyond the void. Treble died again. He did. But he got a vision of the Formless One, a new horror that may or may not be part of this campaign. But they succeeded and were given a device that allows them to teleport around the world at will. Meanwhile, Candy fell through time. Or rather, Capri did. She went back 4 or 5 years to meet her old self as Cassandra. And we had a very emotional telling of their tale and the death in front of Minerva. And now she has a ring with the souls of Cassandra and her family in it. And
I've only just stopped crying.
Yes, and an instruction to kill them all.
Adventure waits on every roll, fighting for our mortal souls through mountains high and dungeons deep, to dragons dream of Scorched Sheep. To dragons dream of Scorched
Welcome everyone to Dragon Stream of Scorched Sheep, the only D&D podcast where one of our players has never rolled a 2. I'll let you guess which one. I'm your erstwhile DM Gadget, and joining me this week, the funky monk with the breath that'll kill you, as Calbo, it's Biggie.
Hello.
The purple pixie with the tiny stature, as Treble, it's Oodles.
I like the first one better.
The bald bearded barbarian with anger management issues, as Stigveld, it's Stig.
We talked about Stigveld on me.
Either.
Yep.
And the emotional core of this chaotic podcast as Capri, it's Candy.
All right.
Yes, we've all stopped crying after the last episode. Just about.
Barely.
We're all very dehydrated. So yes, we're back in proper. We have the whole cast back and we're going to get back into the story. So yes, last time we had Capri's backstory. Previous to that, we had a big boss fight where Treble died again. And they have all found themselves on the south coast of High Dawn. Whether it's via the teleportation network, or rather the Tangle of Creation, that Calbo, Treble, and Stigveld found themselves coming out of, or whether it was directly being deposited there by Harut as Capri. Stop saying that. Every fucking time.
When I listened to the episode and Harut came back, I was sat there with my headphones on. You said I went, Harut.
You bastard. As Capri was deposited back about 100 yards away from them. So we're going to pick it up with the 3 boys have just stepped out of the teleportation gate, and the rocks behind them have closed down. Stigveld's kind of dropped to his knees and breathed in that High Dawn air that he hasn't smelled for years. In the distance ahead of you, you can see the Black Mountain, which has been pretty much all carved away. Further down, you can see kind of the top of Farmore, one of the southernmost towns in the country. And then there's kind of rolling hills and grasslands and swamplands kind of heading further north. You have the sea to your backs.
Smell that. That's good air.
It's clean at least.
Only the best air in High Dawn.
Is this
Can
what
you
you
see your
call
house
the
from here?
Riviera?
Stop it! He says I can see his house from here. Have we spotted Capri?
Well, one, you can roll me a perception check. Let's get one of your rolls out of here first.
Before that, whoa. Before that, my character says, I need to rest. I've seen things.
Let us sit down and make camp while we prepare. And I have a passive perception of 15, so I'm just going to use that.
Oh yeah, so 15, you'll have noticed Capri kind of standing about 100 yards away.
Capri!
And Proserpine is currently sat on Treble's shoulder, but claws into his shoulder to hold on. Proserpine kind of looks over with a bat, and he leaps off Treble so hard he knocks Treble to the ground.
No.
And Capri, from your perspective, you get this almost slow motion thunk as the cat runs towards you. And it's getting faster and faster, and it's unlike a cat at how fast it is. And he kind of jumps into your chest like a bullet and knocks you back onto your arse. But then he is just kind of like up in your face, purring and kind of rubbing his head against you.
Was he doing that thing where sometimes when cats run, they go...
Of course, yeah. The most cat-like he's ever been in this campaign.
We've also got his new ringtone.
So he's kind of rubbing his head over you.
Where did you go? I missed you. You left me with the purple one.
I kind of scrumpled him. I said, I saw everything. I saw my history. Why didn't you tell me?
Accent's gone.
I didn't know it. I only found your soul as you left your body.
Well, time for some wine then.
And also as you kind of like scrunkling at him, you can feel the magic coming back into your fingertips.
Ah, that's better. I missed this.
So
Who goes there? What's going on down there?
It's Capri.
It's me. I go here.
Kind of jog over, and I'm going to grab her and go, ha ha ha! And give her lift her off the ground and a big hug.
And then I do
What's
one of these
happening?
purrs.
What's happening? I didn't know she was even gone.
Yes.
Where did you go?
I've seen.
When did she go?
I've seen some shit. But seriously, I have seen some shit.
So have we.
You
Oh,
missed a great battle.
Capri there. Looks like you've had a little manicure. I like your nail polish.
Somehow I'm feeling more myself, and yet.
Yes, I did listen, listeners.
barely
I did
any of
listen.
myself.
Look
I
at you all.
gallantly killed a fish. Ah, great battle.
when you cast polymorph on the voidling,
Remember
in
we
the last
tried to throw a
episode,
fish off it.
Calbo tried to throw it off the side and just looped around.
Yeah,
in
and it came
gravity.
back, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I killed it after that. It was my guy.
Listen, I'm glad we're all back together.
Let us sit down by the fire first and
I
say
need
what
to-
you need.
I need to talk to you all now that we're here.
Okay, so you take about kind of an hour or so to set up camp and to sit down a fire, and as kind of sun's starting to set, you're all sat down. Treble, as you sit down, you notice that Proserpine is continuing to give you like evil stares.
And Treble, in his lack of wisdom, points his pistol. Stop looking at me like that, cat.
Get your gun away from my cat.
It's not when near your cat. It's just looking at him.
And Treble, in your head, you hear,
I'm still sure it's your fault she got lost. Holding you responsible.
And he looks up, because when you're getting talked to in your head, you look up, don't you?
yeah.
It's nothing to do with me. No, not taking the blame. You don't know what I've seen. And then he talks to everyone. You don't know what I've seen. A vision.
No, we don't, because you haven't told us yet.
I couldn't even draw the vision I've seen. It is an ungodly creature of the worst, foulest, most heinous image I've ever had in my brain. I will not
Was it a
sleep
dick
for the
pic?
next 20 nights.
Is it worse than the image of Calbo fucking a boat?
Hey,
Well, nothing's worse than that. But yes, I don't know whether to dwell on this image, but please,
Anyway,
Belt, continue.
now we are back in High Dawn. There are a few things we need to do before we can make way to the mountain. As you can see over there, the Black Mountain, just below that is Rockhold and Castle High Dawn. That is where I am from.
I'm just going to, if you all move to roll 20, I will show you the map I've drawn of High Dawn.
Oh, look at that. Spent ages on that, I bet.
Did actually spend quite a bit of time on it.
Of course, the sea's called the Death Sea.
Well,
Yeah.
You were advised early on that travelling by boat to High Dawn was a dangerous endeavour.
How is this isolated land being able to prosper with a sea surrounding it called the Death Sea?
We fish. We cultivate the land. We're excellent farmers. We're excellent at everything, of course.
Of course.
We're Hydorians. Anyway, there are people in this land still loyal to me. there are people who are loyal to Ragassane. You need to tread carefully. I will need a disguise. Second,
So, where are we?
at the moment we're at the south of the island, just below Farmar.
So for your reference, you would be about here, kind of on the bottom edge.
So, how far away is home?
It's a good several days by horse, maybe even longer by foot.
What about by cat?
Leave me out of this.
You leave me out of this.
Anyway,
The cat
Don't have
just
horses.
leaps at you and launches and grabs onto your face. He's been spoiling for a fight with you for ages.
Get off!
Yeah,
Get off! You
Kind of like thing going on.
cur!
You eventually kind of get your hands behind him and just like throw him to the side.
Fuck
And
off.
As he flies away, his tail extends and whips you across the face, and then he kind of lands on Capri's lap.
Shithead.
if you lot have stopped being children, I will carry on.
I'm older than you.
Only by 3 days.
Oh, I've missed this.
Anyway, as I've said, we need a disguise. Because at this moment, I have no idea who is faithful to me and who isn't. The other thing
How
is...
do we, pray tell, disguise a man that looks like it was forged from the bloody mountain itself?
Everybody's massive here. I just need something to cover my tattoos and my head. Potentially have to,
Okay.
I'll potentially have to
It's
dye
time for
my
it's time for a
beard.
montage. Getting him in the barbershop and stuff.
And at the end of it, he's just got a big moustache.
And a wig on.
Oh, you know what, Gadget? I know what it's like when you're trying to be serious.
Yeah. That's why the only serious episode we've had in this entire season was just with me and Candy.
I'll have you know this is a comedy Dungeons and Dragons
Yes.
podcast.
So, before Viglaf died, he gave me this. I pull the charm off around my neck. This and the other charm are the only way into the Black Mountain. Without this, no one can get in there. The Triumvirate can't get in there. Ragassane can't get in there. They need both charms. They have one. I have the other. He has instructed me to destroy it in the Forge of the Ancients. Unfortunately,
Technically speaking, you were instructed to go and find the shaman who had the other one.
does he have the other one?
Yeah, the shaman has the other one. Shaman
I don't
Frike.
remember everything.
Yeah, Shaman Frike has the other one.
I thought they had the other one. Scratch that, listener.
No, the instruction that Viglath gave you was to go and get it to make sure that Dane doesn't get a hold of it.
Yes, Steve.
And
come
toss
on,
them
fucking
both
hell.
into the Forge of the Ancients.
I apologise.
You're very welcome.
I'm going to make up to my own law here. That's all right, though.
It's alright, yeah.
So. Reverse. I have
You
one.
okay?
And the shaman, he has another one. Viglaf told me to go to see him, to get them both, and destroy them in the Forge of the Ancients. Unfortunately, the shaman, see that island over there? In the middle of the sea.
It's pointing down to Sailor's Woe on just off the bottom coast.
Yes.
He lives over there. Isolated
Over
from
the Death Sea.
over the Death Sea, isolated from everywhere else. And without our flying boat, we need to find a captain and a crew willing and good enough to take us across there.
Can I make a announcement? He stands up, still. You guys are taller than him. Friends. My companions, my workers, my indentured servitude. My slaves. It is now time. I have done my end of the
What?
bargain. I have done my end of the bargain. I said I would help you get to High Dawn, Stigveld. It's been nothing but a pleasure. He holds his hand out to shake his hand. It's been a pleasure and a privilege to have met you all. But now it's time for me to depart. I've done my end. I'm off to write my own stories. Goodbye.
Jog on.
That's okay.
And he walks off.
Just let him go.
Fine. Don't know how he's going to go. They don't really take
He doesn't
hand-
know where he's going. He just goes north.
don't really take kindly to small people around here. So,
You know what it's like. Gadget's face.
good luck with that.
You'll be
Anyway,
back.
Thanks for fighting for me, guys.
You're the one with the attitude. Why am I talking like that?
Oh, I literally don't know what to do with that. Okay, fantastic. That was weird.
so
He's done his bargain. His end of the bargain was to get him to High Dawn.
we need to go to Farmore, find us a crew, find a disguise, go speak to the shaman. Hopefully, he still has the charm.
You must know people on this land that can help.
My problem is I don't know who I can trust and who I can't. I thought I could trust some of my other friends, and he tried to kill me.
It's a predicament.
We need to... I'll probably need you to ask around, put out some feelers and see.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, who else am I talking to?
I don't know.
I will need you,
it's me.
Capri, to put out some feelers and talk to people. Because this...
Sorry, I was looking at my new ring.
It's like watching. You can't even organise a piss up in a brewery. That's why he's walked off. By the way, he has gone north. He's gone towards Farmore already. He's just in front.
Okay. I'll deal with that when we get to it.
Just let him go. Just let him go. He'll come back.
He's been gone ages.
He'll come
We've all
back.
decided what to do next. You can't decide without your leader.
He's like a bad smell. He always comes back.
Yeah, exactly.
You won't last long in these lands. You won't last long.
So, you bed down for the night. Everybody but Treble gets a long rest because Treble walks through the night.
I get a short rest because we were sat there with.
You can have a short rest, but the others all get a long rest. Calbo, when you wake up in the morning, you feel a familiar thrumming in your chest.
And his pants.
You stand up and look over the horizon, and in the distance you can see something floating in the sky.
Cupcake? It can't be.
And
Maybe.
as the sun starts to rise, the dreadbeat kind of appears larger and larger and larger as it comes up, and you get that kind of whoosh feeling from inside, as if the dreadbeat is saying to you, "I found you, I found you." From the side of the deck, because you've all at this point spotted it, you see a multitude of arms waving. Goes, "Oh, hello! Oh, I'm so happy to see you all."
Orapan, my friend. Thank you. Have you been looking after the ship?
Well, he can't hear you from where he is. He's coming down. The dreadbeat comes and kind of lands next to your camp, and they're like,
Really loudly.
You're a dragonborn, not a megaphone.
He used booming voice.
What's that show or film where someone's like shouting and they're right down the bottom? They're like, I can't remember what he's saying. It's like, I can't remember what it is now. But that's what I imagine it is. Like he's just looking at Calbo.
It works in the Fast and Furious movies.
Anyway, the dreadbeat lands and kind of the rope ladder drops down, and Orapan kind of like scuttles down and comes up, and Capri he kind of leaps and wraps all 8 arms and legs around you. "Oh, I've missed you, I've missed you."
Drinking friends.
Orapan, you've looked after my ship. Thank you.
So Orapan detaches from Capri and runs over to Calbo and gives you like a 4-handed slap across the face. And goes, "How dare you leave me to look after your ship for the past month?"
I was
Don't
going to
you
say,
know
before he left me, we just did a really long, confusing, like a handshake, and with all 8 hands.
All
Sorry,
8 hands,
continue.
you put the cat in the middle of it. He's "How dare you leave me alone on a ship that doesn't want to speak to me, to go over the Death Sea for a month? Do you know the horrors that we've seen?" He kind of gestures up, and you can see the dreadbeats looking a little bit worse for wear, as if something has happened.
Oh, honey bun. What has happened to you?
Why did you bring the ship back so quick?
I have things.
Is that how you really talk
Calbo.
to your loved ones?
that note, Cowboy bounds up onto the ship and starts to take stock of what's happened.
So as you kind of look around, it looks like it's been damaged. It looks like it's been in a battle. There are kind of holes in the deck where things have been shot like upwards and through. So you can. But the most curious thing that grabs your attention is the deck next to the main mast is warped, and in the middle of the deck is a wooden structure in the shape of an egg.
Oh, Cupcake, you've got holes I've never seen before. What's happened to you?
Why did we have to go down this route?
What's this thing on the deck? What is going on? Talk to me, girl.
And you get the feeling that she's responding to you with, "That is our child."
Oh.
What? Is it male or female? Do I even...
Can we call it?
It's an egg.
Can we call it Eggwood?
No, but was it ever mentioned in the previous episode? I can't
No.
even remember when you had the vision.
No.
The ship's a male, mate. That's the fucked up thing.
Well,
The soul within the Dreadbeat is female.
Yes.
The male.
well, at least we don't need to find a ship now. We can just fly across. Makes things a bit easier.
Is this our child?
You get the basically the ship's communicating with you a bit more, Calbo. That she doesn't have a lot of strength in her to travel. She'll be able to take you to one place, and then she'll need to find a shipyard and be repaired.
Okay, she can... The ship has told me we can make one journey to that island, and then she needs to rest.
How do we get back?
She
Didn't
almost in
exactly say
labour.
that island, did it? It said one journey.
Assume
Yeah,
return
but I'm
trip.
saying that.
True.
There and back?
If we look after her.
DM?
Yeah, there and back.
Just checking.
Yep.
Is my other dead body still just lying around on the deck, by the way?
I'm so glad that you asked. So after a month, it has become rather pungent in the back of the deck.
Why is he not throwing it off into the sea? Orapan,
Yes.
why have you left this body on here?
I was lonely. I
Oh,
needed someone to
God.
talk to. The ship wasn't talking to me.
What a dead body does?
Well, if you drink enough.
Actually, that's true.
Jesus Christ.
You notice, Capri, when you're kind of looking at the kind of desiccated remains of yourself, that he's put like a party hat on it.
Oh boy. You have been alone for a long time.
A month. I'm a social butterfly. I need people around me.
Well, let's get a drink. We're back now. You have still got some left, haven't you?
I believe we have a few Bloody Marys left.
Oh, my favourite.
Can we throw that body into the sea?
Well, can I have a funeral for myself? I asked you before, no one listened to me.
Yes, just toss it overboard.
No, don't just toss it overboard. Viking funeral, at least.
What's a Viking?
Well, so I could set fire to it.
Yes, that'll do.
On what?
That egg.
The egg.
So you want to destroy Cowboy's baby just so you can have your rotted
Yeah,
corpse
that isn't going to happen.
of your previous
You
body?
you can't make a wooden omelette without breaking a wooden egg. As the old saying goes.
Oh, no.
Is there any is there any trees around?
No, you're in it.
That ended well last time.
You're in an area of High Dawn where it's mostly plains and swampland.
There's no trees. I can't make anything. We either toss it overboard or we leave it out for the.
Can we not just bury me? What about a nice rock? There seems to be lots of nice rocks. How about a little gravestone?
Fine. Right, I'm gonna.
I will help you.
Thank you. One of us is caring.
He kicks the body off the ship.
God damn it, Cabo.
So you kick the body off and it just lands on the ground with a kind of a thunk and a crack.
A little bit of respect, please.
Nice crackage.
That body served me well for a bit. Might have damaged the liver, but still.
Should we just dig a hole now?
Diggy, diggy hole.
Yes, you can dig her.
Whole digging montage.
Yeah, takes you an hour or so. You dig Capri a grave. You drop it in there. Does anybody say anything as you're filling in the hole?
One for me,
Capri.
and one for my homies.
Oh, Capri, she was such a good girl. I'm not there, though.
You're not there.
I would have done that.
As Puff Daddy's Missing You soundtrack comes in.
Oh, my God.
Robbie Williams' Angels. I sung that at my hamster's funeral once.
Do it all.
Funny thing is, hamster weren't dead until that funeral.
Hey.
Rip Hampy.
Give me which one of these rocks do you want? We'll go get it and place it on top.
Find a special one of High Dawn.
Trundle off and come back with one. This one here. This one is special.
That's just
Comes
one you
from-
found,
Looks
isn't
just
it?
like a rock.
It comes from... No, this one comes from the Black Mountain itself.
Yes, that will do. I'll trust you on this.
I know my rocks.
So you
Oh, he's a geologist as well, is he?
Another land.
the lead. He was the chieftain of a tribe of people who worship rocks.
Of course he was a geologist then.
So Stigval kind of jams the stone into the ground, and it becomes the headstone for Capri. And you all board the ship and start to fly over to Sailor's Woe. Meanwhile,
I was going to say, because is this not...
Curveball.
I was just thinking for a second then, is this... Oodle's just not in this episode now? But no, here we go.
I'm improvising.
Let's see how good his DMing is.
Meanwhile, on the long path towards Farmore, Treble, you've had a bit of a rough night as you've been moving on. The weather in High Dawn is not unpleasant, but not what you're accustomed to. It's very windy on the plains as you're coming down.
And he's a pathetic creature, isn't he?
He is a little bit of a pathetic creature. Your hair's a mess. You're annoyed. You want nothing more than a can of pomade and a comb and sort yourself out.
True.
As you're walking through the plains, you even feel like the land is taking the piss out of you because the grass is like kind of coming up to your nose. So you keep sneezing as it's tickling your nose as you're walking through it until you start
Terrible allergies.
until you find a road and you kind of start walking down it. There are the sounds of birds that you haven't heard before. When you were kind of out overnight, you've not been to the side of the world before, so the stars looked unfamiliar. You're feeling very homesick. And as you pass a rock, you hear a familiar voice. All right, Mr. Treble.
Oh no. I've had the worst night ever.
Oh, well, maybe I can
Don't-
cheer you up. As Sod kind of hops off and starts to walk alongside you.
Hello, Sod.
All right, you look young again.
Oh, yes. I seem to have exfoliated better since last time.
Oh, well, you're looking really good, Mr. Treble. Where are your friends?
Oh, so our bargain that we had. Do you remember the bargain I told you about in my 10-year incarceration? We had many chats, me and you, didn't we, Sod?
Yeah,
Well,
we did. You tried to kill me in most of them.
Well, come on, let's bygones be bygones. Anywho, I did my end of the bargain. I got them to hide on me myself, personally. And I bid them adieu, and now I am a free agent once again, the greatest adventurer.
All right. Oh.
I'm still waiting to find my magnum opus, the song to end all songs. And those chumps were dragging me down.
Oh, really? Were they? Well, that's a shame. I like the big one.
Yes. Oh, yes, I was fond of them all in their own peculiar ways, but alas, no verses came.
Did you try?
No, actually, no. Come to think of it, no.
Well, maybe if you just sat down with your lute and wrote, you would have thought of something.
You know what, Sod? I'd not thought of that.
What sort of bard are you?
A bard that's been with you fucking idiots that want to fight every 2 minutes. That kind of bard.
Well, do you know where they are? Because my link is with you, so whenever I want to see yous, I appear with you.
I expect that they are at home. They're adventure complete, and I don't know, living the life. They're a capable bunch.
You don't know, do you?
No idea.
Well, they've got a funny way of appearing around you, so I think I'll hang around with you for a little bit. I've got some important news for the dragon one.
Oh, the most unimportant member of my party?
Well, yeah.
Oh, now that is interesting.
Well, it is interesting as well.
Why? What do you have to tell him? Is it secret?
Well, I think I should probably tell him,
Okay,
to
I respect that.
Fair to dragon confidentiality and all that.
Well, yes, GDPR and all that, yes.
Yeah. Okay, Ceridwen was asking after you. She was mostly asking if you died yet.
No, I've not died once.
Oh, fantastic. And he just kind of walks along the road with you, constantly asking you the most inane little questions.
Yeah.
So where are you going, Mr. Treble?
I'm going north. I've told you 4 times.
I know we're walking north, but I mean, where are you going?
To the nearest town for adventure. To maybe there's a job going in an inn. Maybe they need a bard.
I don't think so, Mr. Treble. Do you know anything about High Dawn?
No. At first I thought it was a myth. That's why I agreed to do it. I didn't believe in his cause.
Oh, that's
but
not
then I
very
became
nice.
friends, and I became friends afterwards.
Well, okay, but if you're friends, why have you walked off from them?
Because I've done my part of the bargain.
But friends are beyond bargain, aren't they? You just help them in
Not
their
that I'm not
endeavours.
friends anymore. I'm not enemies with them, sod. Oh, you cretin. I need to work on my magnum opus.
It seems to me like, right, you were going on this kind of world-saving adventure with your friends, yeah?
Well, it's over now, but yes.
Did you save the world?
I don't recall what we were saving it from.
Like a really big fucking dragon?
I've seen visions of worse things than that, sod. I've had visions in my head. The last battle we was in that would scare even your little ass.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Nothing scares my arse. It gets a lot of use.
Can you peer into my thoughts now? I'm visioning it now, right now. Have a
Sure.
look.
Sure.
Have a
And he
look.
Puts his hand on your head, and he has a look in, and he comes up. Oh, so you saw the formless one, did you?
Oh, of course it has a name.
Everything has a name, Mr. Treble.
Well, this formless one has scared the absolute shit out of me. And the reason I've left the party is because I feel like them being with me is putting them in danger. This is the first time I've ever been selfless.
Well, I don't know why you would think that's being selfless, though. The formless one isn't coming for you.
Who's it coming for?
Well, nobody. It exists in a whole different time and space.
Why would I get those visions?
Well, because... Hang on a second. He puts his hand on your forehead again and kind of rewinds back a few minutes. Because, you blockheaded idiot, you touched time! You saw the beginning, the end, and everything in between of time, space, and everything. Your tiny little brain has seen more than you can comprehend. But what you could comprehend was the formless one, who is a creature that controls time and space, and is responsible for kind of everything. Think of him as, like, the ultimate god. You have your gods that just come down and play petty things with everybody.
Of
you
course.
know, they'll fuck up a farm here, or they'll get someone pregnant here, or they'll create a religion here, all that kind of thing.
Yes.
They're really demigods. The formless one sits above all that. He was what was there before there was anything. He is nothing and everything all at once. Am I making sense to you here?
The Alpha Omega.
Yeah, exactly. So, he's not coming for you. He's a scary looking boy, I'll admit that. But he's not coming for you. Now, what you've got to ask yourself, is someone coming for him?
Oh. Well now, little sod. You've become useful to me.
Yeah, well, I'm sure your friends will work it out by themselves.
No, they need to be warned.
No, you've done your part in the bargain. Let's go get some waffles or something.
Oh, sod. They need to be warned.
I can take you right to them, you know.
And what will it cost?
What have you got to offer?
How about a verse in my magnum opus, dedicated to you?
Nah, I'll already be in there. I'm too important to you.
Shit.
You'll not leave me out. You'll try to claim about your 10 years thing again.
Shit. I know. The boat. You can have the boat. Don't know where it is in the world. I don't think it's anywhere on this continent. But you can have the boat. If you get me to them.
Interesting proposition. Because to be honest, I was coming to take the boat anyway.
Ah, perfect. Well, it technically is something of your kin anyway, but I'm relinquishing that as captain.
Are you captain? I thought it was the dragon.
Well, I delegate. I'm the overseer, the admiral.
Oh yeah, you're very important, you are. You've even got one of them
course.
hats, haven't you?
Yes, of course.
Oh. So if I take you to them, I get the boat.
Yes, absolutely. I don't even know where the boat is.
Oh, that's fantastic. And he kind of points over his shoulder, 'cause it's just over there, and he clicks his fingers, and you both appear on the deck.
Shit. Hello, everyone.
So as you kind of start to float over the sea, Sod goes, it's a bit worse than where. You're going to give me a discount, Mr. Treble, because it's been in a bit of a bother.
And he whispers in his ear, the boat and the verse in the song. Maybe even a chorus.
I'll take a chorus. You were going to do a verse on me anyway. I know you. You love me.
Deal. And a spit.
And he shakes your hand, and there's that. There's like a little bit of gold magic wraps around your wrist, and it disappears.
Yep.
It's sealed.
Excellent. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm back.
The hell?
I told you he'd be back.
Why are you
I'm here to save you.
Why is
I'm
he?
here to save you all.
Why is Sod here?
Delusions
Oh,
of
you-
grandeur again.
What have you done now?
We've been traveling. We've been traveling together. He's helped me.
Well,
You
see
missed
that
the
guy.
funeral. You missed the funeral for Capri.
She's here.
I'm going to miss her so much.
She's right there.
Capri point one, and I just raised my Bloody Mary.
Did you leave them for a day and look what happens? I'm back, your fearless leader.
Why is he here?
Oh,
He helped
well,
me get back on the boat.
well, no, not really. I mean,
Why have you come back?
I had a message for you, Mr. Dragon Man.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's me.
So, Ceridwen and some of the others in the Fae Council are a little bit concerned about your upcoming parentage.
Heritage.
I'll be a good daddy.
We don't dispute that. We don't dispute that you'll be a good daddy. But what we're worried about is the precedent it sets in this world for a kind of dragon ship creature to be out there.
I agree. I concur. Terrible precedent.
So
Tell him, Sod.
what they'd sent me to do was to come and retrieve the Dreadbeat and take it back to the Feywild until it gives birth, and we can determine, one, if you are actually the father, and also two, what it actually is that it's giving birth to.
Oh no,
But-
what a predicament.
She
I didn't know
doesn't
you
play
were going to do
around.
this.
It's definitely me.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this as delicately as I possibly can, Mr. Calbo.
Yes.
Did you stick your dick into the ship?
Whoa, there we go.
It was a very magical moment. I don't talk. It's embarrassing. Yes.
Right.
Something happened that night.
Okay.
Disgusting.
Well, you're a fucking deviant, but
I've been
the way
called
this
worse.
kind of magic works tends to be through touch, not the traditional biological way of conceiving. As in,
There was foreplay. Does
Well-
that count?
what I'm trying to imply, Mr. Calbo, as delicately as perfectly possible, is that anybody who's been on this boat could be the father. Because they have all touched bits of the boat.
Take the ship now.
If anyone else touched my cupcake, they could talk to me.
They're all touching it right now. They're stood on it, you idiot. Not
Stop touching the
sensual.
ship.
And like Sod like looks at you, Treble. He goes, "Is he really this thick? He's not getting it."
Yes. He did. I know. Look at us bonding. Look at us. Who'd have thought of this? Who'd have pictured this?
Well, anyway,
Looks like a dragon egg to me.
And he whispers to Sod. Sod, I agree with your cause. Take the boat. It is ungodly.
Sod looks at you and goes, "How many dragon eggs have you seen that are wooden?
None.
Your lot are rather flammable, you know. And I think a wooden egg
I'm
would be
fireproof myself.
No, but you're prone to fire. And I would think it would be an evolutionary mistake for you to give birth to wooden eggs.
I see your point, but how can I trust you that you'll look after Cupcake?
Like,
I want to protect her and my child.
Oh, you see, that's the brilliant bit. You don't have to, because Mr. Treble gave me the ship to get him back here.
Sod! Sod!
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Sod!
He said he was the captain, and he delegates to you.
Shit!
And in agreement to bring him back here, even though we could see yous. Even though he just needed to turn around and he would have seen yous. But no, to bring you back here, he gave me the ship. So I'm not a horrible person, and I can see
God,
we're
you're
coming
a
up
little
to
shit.
we're up to your destination. So, and as the ship kind of comes in at Sailor's Woe, goes, right, I'll be seeing you. Don't worry, we'll make sure to bring you down, and we can have a chat about this before the ship gives birth. So yeah, bye. And he clicks his fingers, and the ship disappears from under you, and you all fall down onto the beach.
Treble.
Are you a fucking idiot?
What do you
Calbo
mean?
takes a few steps towards Treble, his eyes glowing red.
Don't
Flames
you
starting
blow red
to
at me. Point my gun at you. Don't
appear in his
you blow
nostrils.
red at me.
I'm just
I
gonna-
thought this
I'm
ship
just
was in
gonna-
the other continent.
I'm just gonna grab that gun.
I'm not afraid of your
Literally
gun.
just gonna grab the gun and push your hand down.
I thought the ship was in another continent. You
Yes.
shouldn't
What
have
have you
been
done?
sleeping with the boat in the first place. You knew my wishes.
That,
Capri,
by the
Orapan
by,
comes up to you and just subtly puts a cocktail in your hand
This-
as you kind of.
that
I
was
kind
our
of did that thing
only-
where you're falling, you keep your drink the right way up. Whoa.
Of course, yeah, but he's handed you another one while the drama is unfolding.
That was our only way back.
This is not
I
on
start
me.
spinning my
Everything
my
is
spear
on you.
around my body.
It wasn't yours to give away in the first place. You aren't the captain. Calbo is.
Let me kill him. Let me at him.
Oh, fucking try it, dragon.
Do you know what? Fucking have
Hold
it.
me back.
No. I'll let you two fight.
Oh, okay,
Let's go.
fucking roll initiative, boys.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. He's dead. I'm fucking done,
16.
man. I'm done.
16 for Calbo,
13.
13, so Calbo gets to go first.
Make it count.
I use Breath of Fire.
Yeah, go for it.
But while they're circling each other, grumbling at each
Fighting,
other,
mate.
I actually step back. Stigveld actually steps back and stands next to Capri. It's been a long time since I had one of these. Have you got a drink?
Right, he's cast Breath of Fire anyway.
My money's on the big one.
Or Orapan opens his coat and goes, "What would you like? I have ale, I have beer, I have vodka, I have
I
Bloody
thought he was
Marys."
going to open it and do a betting slip.
ale.
And he just pulls out like a tankard of ale and hands it to you. And then he pulls out like a bit of parchment and goes, "So, who are we placing bets on?"
Yeah, there you go. He's that type. He's that type. Go on then. Roll for attack. Biggie.
I have 16.
Um,
It's breath of fire. That's the damage.
Yeah, it automatically hits.
Yep. Yeah, 16. Yeah. Ah!
Yep.
Sorry, Trouble. You need to do a dex save of 13.
Oh, I need to do a dex save of 13. Let me. It's been a while since I've actually pressed buttons. A dex saving, yeah.
Yeah.
It don't matter. It was a natural 1 plus. Oh, it wasn't. It was 7 plus 3, 10. I thought it was a 1.
Okay. Yeah, you failed. So you take that full damage.
Which was what, mate?
16.
16.
Ah! Tunic.
Burn, you ignorant twat.
Oh, burn, you say?
Okay. Treble, it's your turn.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, do I get to have a second attack, or is that? I have 2 attacks, right?
Oh yeah, you have 2 attacks per action, and that's under your attacks. Yeah, you go for it.
Go again.
Cute.
You can't use the breath weapon again though.
18.
Hit.
7 damage.
Ah! How did you damage me? What did you damage
That
me?
was the spear, was it?
Yeah, piercing
Pointy stick.
damage.
Ah! My loincloth.
And I shall follow that up with a bonus action
Yep.
with a flurry of blows.
Blowing dick.
Yeah, rolled it.
Why, did I not get to?
17.
Did I not get to dodge his last attack in any way?
No, because you hadn't set up the dodge action.
I love the fact that Biggie's getting great rolls into party skirmish like fire.
It's good, innit? I'm unlocking his true potential. Told you I'm a good leader.
So 17 hits treble. Yep.
If he wasn't battering you, you'd be proud.
No, I'm still.
It's only 4 damage though.
4 damage.
Hey, it adds up.
So the way this 6 seconds plays out is that Calbo kind of sprints forward, the smoke coming out of his jaw, and he kind of lets loose with the fire as Treble is recovering, is kind of holding over his face and kind of burning, singeing his hair and his clothes.
Not my hair, just the clothes.
Calbo leaps up and pierces the spear through his shoulder, staining the purple clothes with blood, and then he kind of pulls it out, drops it, swings around, and just punches him straight in the nose.
Ah, that beautiful.
I'm sick of your stupidity.
Right, Treble,
That's
it's
me
your turn.
talking.
You've got blood on my tongue. My own blood, and I hate bleeding my own blood.
You bargain
Level.
cupcake away, you fool.
Level 7 Thunderwave.
Oh, God.
Roll Constitution, please.
Yes, Constitution, you got to get over 16, Biggie.
14, would you believe it?
14, you
Yes.
don't save, so you're going to take the full damage and get blown onto your arse.
It's time to roll, baby.
That's 8d8.
36.
36, so the Thunderwave hits the ground.
Thunder!
And the sand blows up in your face, and you are launched backwards as you take 36 points of damage.
Don't fuck with me.
I get back up. Oh, what do I do now? Am I on my? Do I have to do something to get back up?
You've got to do
or-
an action to get up, haven't you?
No, you're prone, so you use half your movement to get up.
Oh, that's it. Don't worry about movement in this. We're just scrapping.
Okay, so I launch back up. I do that superb martial art flip. Get
Yep.
you back on my feet. Twirl the spear around me, and then run in for an attack.
Okay, roll to hit.
13.
13 hits.
I'm a class 13, so I thought it misses.
No, it's got a
I know, I'm only joking.
match
I'm
up
only
beat.
joking. I'm only
12 damage. Ooh, Calbo.
Look at him.
That's max damage, 8 plus 4.
Ah!
I've never liked dwarfs.
I'm not a dwarf.
I know.
Treble, you take 2 psychic damage from that.
I'll definitely accept that. I'm not complaining about that. That's a terrible insult.
And I'll use a bonus action
Yeah.
to.
God, he's had a month and a half off from recording this, and he's suddenly good.
I shall use Flurry of Blows again, because I'm really angry.
Go for it.
16.
16 hits.
He's absolutely killing these rolls.
11 damage on a flurry of blows. Fucking hell, Calvo.
Good man. Well done.
You fucking you
That's another max damage. 8 plus 3.
you got his one and true love and his baby taken away from him, Moodles.
I've got his eccles up, Anna.
He's
fuming.
He's
fuming.
And I still have a second attack as well.
Yeah, go for it.
He's fuming.
19.
Hit.
7 damage.
Yeah.
And I'll use another key point.
Yeah, you can do another flurry of blows.
Oops, sorry, wrong one. That.
I'm just watching Oodles' HP trickle down.
Good, innit?
19.
19 hits, yeah.
Yeah.
Where has this Calbo been?
11.
So at this point,
I'm back at 20 again.
You've basically now got kind of treble by the scruff of the collar. There's blood kind of pouring down his face. His jacket is wrecked. There's blood kind of pouring down him. He's looking incredibly injured right now. Treble, what do you do?
No one puts Cupcake in the corner.
You think we should stop this, Capri?
No.
No.
I'm having my go.
Let's have another drink and see what happens.
Drinks, and
Ale
Orpan
me.
kind of reaches in. Ale, Bloody Mary.
Way!
Right. Dragon breath. Level 6,
brushed my
dominate
teeth this
person. Level 6, dominate person. Wisdom, saving throw, 16.
18.
Oh, he saves. Doesn't affect him.
It's like the game knows that his character's pissed off.
so Treble, your hand reaches up and it's kind of shaking. You're trying to focus on
I
it.
just haven't got it in me.
And
I ain't got it in me.
there's like a crackle of kind of blue magic, and then it just kind of fades, and you're like, fuck.
I'm still not yielding. He says something now. You have to kill me then, don't you?
Have you had enough, you puny midget?
Never. And don't use the M word.
23.
23 hits.
It's. Do it. Be the murderer that you've always been. Go back to the times when you was in the monastery. Murderer.
Damage of 12.
12 damage.
Yeah.
So you're holding him by his collar, and you're just stabbing him again with the spear.
Murderer.
I think we should stop this.
You're probably
I've got
right.
8 damage left. Do it. Fucking do it. He's goading him now. He knows he's fucked.
Right.
Do it. Do it,
Stigveld.
Dragon.
Stigveld just throws his glass down. Enough!
No, don't you get into this either, or I'll fucking smite you as well.
No one is. Do me a favour. No one is killing anybody. Calbo, got your retribution.
Orpan scuttles up next to Calbo and he kind of reaches into his coat and he pulls out like a little kind of paper bag and he opens it and you smell pipeweed.
Oh.
You didn't fucking win though, did you? You didn't win.
Orpan slaps you across the face. Shut up.
Know when you're beaten. You did a stupid
I have
thing.
never yielded. I didn't yield.
You did a stupid thing. Take your beating. Let's get on with this.
Don't mind if I do. Ooh. And then he sparks up a nice big bundle of weed in his pipe.
I can't believe that the best fight he's ever had was against Treble.
Oh, it's fucking awesome, Picky.
Little does he know this was my plan all along. It weren't.
You were hoping to
Treble's
hit him
like.
with a fucking massive spell.
I was gonna do dominate person and make him drown himself.
Wow.
Dominate person doesn't work like that. You can't make a person harm themselves.
All right, make him, I don't know, get his willy out and windmill.
I get someone else pregnant.
Embarrass himself.
So,
But you know what Treble's like? He's taking a win for. He's like, I've unlocked his true potential. Really, he's like butter as fuck.
so getting to the point of why we're here.
Look, you told me before this, we need to stretch this out. We need to stretch it out. We're stretching it out,
I
baby.
did not say we needed to stretch anything out. I've not talked to you all fucking day.
Listeners, I've got chats to prove it. I haven't, I'm joking.
And you're not that good at Photoshop.
No, I'm not good at all.
So, Sailor's Woe is where you are now. It is a small island in the south end of the Death Sea. It is a lighthouse. Or rather, it is an old kind of prison tower that was repurposed as a lighthouse. From where you are on the beach, you can see it. It's kind of 3 stories tall. There's kind of a large magical lamp at the top of it, which is off currently, which is unusual because it's normally on during the day. Regardless, it's always on.
Spooky.
And it is silent here. All you can hear is the wash of the sea.
That's scary, isn't it, when things are just silent? You want to hear
Yeah.
animals and birds.
You want to hear a bit of noise.
And
Is there an opportunity for a short rest as well? Because
No.
I've just spent quite a few
No.
key points at this point.
No, there
No,
is
you
not.
fucked it, mate. I've got 8 HP. Fuck you. Treble says, with his broken tooth, it's frighteningly quiet here.
Orapan just hands you like a bit of like a bit of cotton, and just put that in your mouth. It'll clean up the blood. It's disgusting
you.
looking at you.
Thank you. I could say the
Everybody.
same to you.
Follow me.
He slaps you again.
Stay
Ah, fucking my jaw.
Stig Road.
Follow me. I'm going to walk towards the lighthouse.
So as you start to walk up towards the lighthouse, it's kind of there's like a few kind of flattened levels with some steps, and as you get up towards the front door, you see there are bodies of triumvirate soldiers on the ground.
Looks like we weren't the first people to come here seeking the shaman.
Maybe
I'll
we'll be
do
the
a-
last, though.
Perception check on any traps.
Yeah, roll perception.
Yeah, natural 20, 25 altogether.
Natural 20. No traps. None at all. It's all safe. The front door is kind of ajar. It's like
When is a
it's
door not a
it's
door?
open. When it's ajar.
There you go.
So the front door's ajar, so it's not shut. Okay.
It's not shut.
So I push in.
Push in. You see. So if you imagine a lighthouse, circular building, kind of spiral stairs around the outside, and kind of a small kind of like living area, I guess, where you would prepare food, that kind of thing. Covered in blood. Dry blood.
Oh shit!
A couple of and there's a couple of triumvirate soldier bodies down there.
Shaman Frike, are you there?
No response. No response.
We walk up the steps. Be on
You
your
walk up-
guard.
As you start to walk up the stairs and follow around the outside, the circumference of the building, the density of bodies keeps increasing, with more and more bodies in worse and worse states. When you get up to the next level, this would be what would be Frike's chambers, like where he would sleep. And the place is being ransacked. There are shredded documents all over, chests and cupboards have been smashed open.
But he's not there.
He's not there.
Shaman Frike!
Still no response.
He's clearly not here.
He's to go up to the top level, right? There's another set
Yep.
of steps.
Another set of steps take you up to the top.
He put up a good fight by the looks of it. Nothing less than I'd expect from
Unlike Treble.
a good Hydonian. Let's go up.
Shut up.
Further up.
You didn't win.
So as you get up to the top floor, there is a barricade at the top of the stairs, made of the bodies of triumvirate soldiers.
Shaman Frike.
Still no response.
Here, Carbo, help me with these bodies. So we shift these bodies out of the way, just kind of throw them over the edge.
Yeah. And you see kind of sat up against the corner, the body of Shaman Frike.
Ah.
He is.
I'm no doctor, but he looks dead.
He's been dead. He's been dead a while. He is a much older Goliath. Oh, sorry, was a much older Goliath. His tattoos and kind of tribal markings have faded quite a lot. His beard is grey. He has kind of lank hair coming down, kind of ceremonial jewelry in his ears and his nose. And as you kind of look down him, you see his stomach has been shredded, as it looks like claws. Next to him, there is a piece of paper.
Pick up the paper.
So this is scrawled in blood. They came for me. They reached the centre of the Black Mountain and can't get to Bryndrailth. They know about the charms and they've taken mine. They brought a whole company to take me, but I fought them off. They have monsters, huge creatures I've never seen, abominations. Vargas is too deep. He's playing with powers he could never understand. If you find this note, find Viglath. Tell him to stay away from High Dawn. Keep his charm far away from here. They call to each other. He needs to hide it far away. And the writing starts to trail off.
Well,
This is a waste of time.
shit.
He was a man of many words.
Looks like we live here now, by the way. My teeth
Sorry for your friend.
He wasn't my friend. He's just a respected shaman of the island. I just needed that charm from him. But there you have it now.
Looks like we have to go home then.
We need to keep this we need to keep this charm safe. The closer we are to the other one, the closer they'll know we're close. Do these have to be destroyed together as a pair?
No.
So we could destroy one of them and make render the other one useless.
Yes.
Alright. We have two options. We take this charm far, far away. So they never ever get to the centre of the mountain. But in doing so, keep the people of High Dawn enslaved. Or we try and get to destroy it. In the Forge of the Ancients.
These are your people. What do you think we should do? This is your choice to be made.
We had a ship until that nincompoop got rid of it.
He was going for it anyway.
We have access to the
Unbelievable
portals,
word.
don't we?
Yep, you do.
When with the access to the portals, how does that work? So when we entered the portal last time, we kind of entered almost like a world tree, didn't we? It felt like it's very much like God of War, when they go between the realms.
Yggdrasil.
So was it like that?
So, so that was going through the gate. So if you go back to the...
Didn't I get a cartography skill of the whole place?
You got a skill to open a gate. If we can find a
port thing.
Rocks.
Portcullis or whatever it's called, yeah.
No, it's just
So if you look back on the High Dawn map, you see there is an archway to the northwest.
Like the old McDonald's.
Yeah,
Hatches.
that one will act like the one that you went through in Larger, where it would take you into the Tangle of Creation.
Uh-huh.
You can use portals anywhere where there is you need to find a certain collection of rocks, and that would allow you to just transport between places that you're aware of.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I was thinking that we could, if the portal opened up into the time of creation thingy bob, that we could just hide the charm in there. But obviously that's not pardon me. That's not an option.
That's not an option in this case.
If Capri was here, she would know what to do.
Still here.
Capri 1, Capri 2
sorry.
is here.
Point 2 is here. And for the record, I don't.
I can't, in good conscience, leave this land like it is now. Now, Treble, if you want to take this charm and go far, far away with it, and risk your life and be chased for the rest of your life with it, you can. But know this: if you're caught and you're killed and they take it, the world ends. Or
I don't want it.
Or we can make our way to the Forge of the Ancients and try and destroy it. This is the only thing I think is worth doing.
This is your
Stigveld,
quest.
I follow you, my
Trying
friend.
to hide it and run with it will just be hunted to the ends of the earth. Or
This is your quest. It's up to you.
to the Forge we go. Now, how do we get to the Forge? Because somebody gave away our only transport.
He was coming for it anyway. He told me so. You can ask him next time you see him. He was coming for it anyway. Trust me.
Is that ship
If
on the
I
map
ever see
coming over here,
Pick up
Gadget? Or is it just a ship you've drawn?
That's just a ship I've drawn.
It's the Black Pearl. It's coming.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Let's have a...
So we live here now. We live
I
on this
want to
island.
do an investigation check. I want us all to do an investigation check around the lighthouse. Everyone roll one, if that's all right, Gadget, to see if there's anything anyone finds that could help us with getting back.
21.
Yeah, go for it.
17.
17.
I found my
Calbo's
pipe I
back.
just dropped.
There's
back
the
with a
biggie we
one.
know.
It was just down here. I found it.
You say investigation, sorry.
Investigation check, yeah, please.
18. Now I'm back when I didn't need to be back.
So, Capri, you head downstairs and you head out of the tower and you start looking around. And you find a small rowboat. It's big enough for the four of you plus the cat. Orapan will have to be dragged.
Swim for it.
Swim for it. He's got 8 legs. He can
It's
swim.
got. It would be
You're going
alright.
to drag him underwater through the Deaf Sea.
I mean, it's only a little bit of the sea.
He's also an NPC. He's got plot armor.
Exactly. Stigveld, you search the living area and you find some ceremonial jewelry. Stuff that's probably not worth much to sell, but it means something to you. Sort of kind of rings, earrings, that kind of thing. The kind of stuff that a shaman would wear, but it's very much a symbol of whom.
I shall keep it for the next... so when I appoint a new shaman at the end of all this.
Yeah. And you also find a cloak.
That I can hide myself in.
Yes. Treble, for your 18, you find you head out the front and you just start kind of looking around like the base of the lighthouse.
I like to picture that he's like doing that Michael Cera from Arrested Development walk with his head down because he's just been added arse handed to him.
Yeah, a little
He's
bit.
just
Yeah,
stomping.
but you do find the food store outside, and you get a few days worth of rations, a couple of bottles of wine, that kind of thing. So some stuff that's useful.
Well, you know he won't pick the wine up, but he will give it to everyone else.
Yeah. Calbo.
Stigveld, a word.
No. I'm not done yet. Calbo,
Uh-huh.
for your one,
All right. Sorry. Yeah.
you decide to look around the top floor.
Yes, please fall off.
And you are kind of picking through the bodies. You're a little bit grossed out. You're still pissed off about Cupcake. And you decide to have a look on Shaman Frike's body. And you move him. And you hear the snap of a tripwire.
You fucking idiot.
And you get up and you look back at the large kind of glass bulb that would hold the magical light as a black liquid falls into it and it starts to glow.
Ooh.
Why don't you stick
What's
your dick
that?
in it?
So, Biggie, I'm assuming you've seen films before.
Yep.
So what tends to happen when two liquids mix in an action film?
Yeah. There's normally
Big-
followed
big
by a bit
bada
of a
boom.
loud bang.
Yeah. So, in this moment where Calbo sees these two liquids mixing, what do you want to do?
Lick 'em.
Guys, run!
We're already out. We're outside us, mate.
Stigveld's not.
Stigveld,
Oh, shit.
Stigveld, run!
I look up, see it, just do. Oh, which floor am I on?
You're on the middle one.
The one.
Jump off.
I just jump through. Was there a window there?
There is a window. You can jump through the window.
Right. I
You'll
Make a
survive
window,
that.
surely.
acrobatics.
Yeah.
10.
10. You land like a sack of spuds. You take 5 damage, but you get out of there. Calbo, roll me an acrobatics check.
I love that. It's not just me running, jumping, and hitting the wall.
Actually, no. It would be an athletics check for you because you're gonna have to run down the stairs.
Actually, I did. Oh, fuck's sake! I did the wrong one. Did our acrobatics?
No. Acrobatics is right for jumping
Oh,
out
okay.
the window.
Okay, fine, good.
Athletics 20. Nice.
Yeah.
You fucking sprint
baby.
down those stairs.
He's back, baby.
Round and round and round and round. You come out the door. Stigveld's kind of like brushing himself off and running away. Treble,
Somersault out.
you're catching up. Stigveld, you're also dragging Orapan behind you. He doesn't know what's going on. You just grab one of his legs and are pulling him along. He says, Stop it, let me go. You kind of all get to the beach where Capri is, and there is kind of silence for a moment. And then boom! The lighthouse explodes.
Is it like when the thing on Game of Thrones, the big wildfire?
No, it's more like in The Dark Knight when the Joker blows up the hospital. It's kind of like an awkward pause. It's kind of like an awkward pause for a second, and then it blows.
Oh yeah, when he's walking as a nurse.
Yeah.
At least the ships in the water will see that.
True.
It's once the kind of like the rocks and the bits of the tower have kind of landed on the beach or landed around. It's just this kind of billowing purple smoke that's coming up. Oh,
Oops.
I think that the anyone who may be looking might spot that. Maybe we should, get the fuck out of here.
Speaking
Won't
of
find
which,
anything.
For the first time, we agree. Let's go.
speaking of which, Orapan, how do you fancy a dip?
A Belgian dip.
Belgian dip.
Is that a cocktail I've not heard of?
Yes, get in the water.
Oh, it's a cocktail.
Just 8 legs as he's trying to breathe.
And as his legs are
Octodad.
pulling, that makes a fan like a propeller, and off we fuck.
Love that.
Give me a persuasion check to persuade me to let you do that bullshit.
I love that. I love it.
17.
Fuck's sake, right, fine, you've persuaded me. Yes, you can
Yes.
do the bullshit. So you all get in the boot and use the very pissed off Orapan as a fucking motor.
Speedboat, baby.
You kind of back towards the shore.
What does he sound like, Gadget, as a motor? Perfect. God, you're a gift. You are a gift, Gadget. You are a gift.
It only takes you about 15 minutes to get back to the mainland coast.
Because we're going the speed of Orapan.
Yeah, as the boat kind of beaches, Orapan gets out, his mustache is dragged right the way down, his glasses are askew with, and he's just walking out, there's water pouring out of him. And he goes to you, Capri, and he reaches into his coat and he just pulls out a fish and slaps you across the face. Don't do that again.
Sorry, friend.
I hope you know all of my cocktails are now watered down.
Oh, fuck.
And he then throws the fish to the cat, and the cat is very happy with it.
Worked though, didn't it?
Don't give me that. It may have worked, but it was cruel.
Stigveld, a word in your ear. And I go over and pull him aside from everyone. I just want to say thank you, and I'm sorry for what happened between me and Trouble. I saw the red mist, and I didn't want to kill him, but if you hadn't stopped me, I don't know what would have happened.
It's fine. It's about time someone gave him a bit of a backhand.
And then Treble says, Stigveld, can I have your ear?
Here we go. Yes.
I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused. I didn't want to kill him, but I saw the red mist.
There, Treble. There. Pat him on the head.
He will never admit a loss. I could have killed him if I wanted to.
Sure
and now
you
my
could.
teeth are ruined.
Sure you could, buddy. Sure you could.
As you're saying that, Horrorpan just walks up in still pissed off state. Just one of his fingers just presses on like a welt on your cheek.
Ah, fuck.
Sure, Trevor, you could have killed him.
I was having a private word.
Well, if you're going to have a private word, do it quieter. We can all hear
I've got no fucking teeth.
Well, whose fault is that, you fucking idiot?
He's red-faced.
You started the fight.
I ended the fight. I won.
Yes, with your face. Look,
Anyway.
I have just been dragged through the Death Sea. I am not inclined to believe your bullshit right now, Mr. Treble. Not Mr. Treble. Treble. He's not sod. And then he walks over to you, Calbo, and goes, "You fought admirably, but please don't try and kill your friends." He's a dick.
I'll tell you
I
what.
know.
You're safe, my friend.
Getting punched by him was worth seeing you as a propeller.
Just without even looking at you, just one of his fists come back and punches you.
How many times has he slapped him now?
You just keep doing things to piss him off.
It's annoying.
And then he kind of turns to Stigveld and goes, "Oh, Stigveld, I'm soaking wet. Hug me.
Yes, hug him.
No.
Can you help me dry off?
No.
You can
Go
sleep
make
in
a
your
fire.
sleeping bag tonight."
Go make a fire.
Yeah.
Listen, we've had a long day. I suggest we rest up here.
I love how we've done all this and we've not got any further.
Technically, you've got further back because now you're on the beach. You were on the cliffside beforehand.
This is fantastic. This is the stuck in an elevator episode, isn't it?
The Forge of the Ancients is a long way to walk. We have to go near the Cathedral of Violence as well, which is never a good place to go. It's not they're a bit crazy around that area. So we need to be rested, well fed, well slept, everything.
So,
Why isn't there a Valley of Pancakes for a change? Why is it always going to have bad names?
Actually, Treble did laugh then, and he looked at Calbo, and there was an almost nod between each other. It's like, yeah, okay, well, all right, bygones be bygones. That was a funny joke.
so Capri, the cat just kind of jumps up onto your lap and just kind of curls up and starts to purr.
I'm glad you're nice and dry.
Do we have to keep going with them?
I mean, we've got this
See,
far.
I had this thought, Candy. Don't bother fucking off. You'll just end up coming back like a boomerang.
Did we, in that first rest, did Capri talk to us all about what she's been and where she's done, or is that we're just...
I mean,
No,
did
you
Capri?
you didn't bother to ask.
Well,
You terrible man.
whether
I
it
weren't
was-
even there.
whether it was like something you wanted to discuss or keep secret or what, so...
How about I tell you by a nice open fire whilst we have a long rest?
That would be good. Tell us what happened.
I'll make the
where you
fire.
went.
So I light the little fire and tell the story.
I was
Tell
going
the
to do
story.
that.
It's all right.
Now can I click long rest?
I got it.
Yes, you all get a long rest at this point, and this is where we're going to end episode 50 of The Dragon's Dream of Scorched Sheep.
Ooh.
50.
Ooh.
Yes, 50.
And
if
50 was a
everything-
flashback episode.
Sort of, and a weird episode. And if everything goes to plan, there should be 9 episodes left of this campaign.
We're going to stay here for another 2-3 episodes, guys. We're going to drag it around this beach.
In the next episode, I'm gonna trip and break my leg.
You've not heard of the Dungeon Master's Writer's Strike. Unfortunately, we can't proceed because we've got no script.
You know what? Actually, we can't proceed tonight because you've burned through all of my content.
That's perfect.
That whole encounter with Sod was supposed to take a lot longer. He was always going to appear this episode, but Treble, you just... Oodles, you took it in a different direction.
He almost got endearing towards the end, and then he just became himself again.
You still haven't learned not to deal with the Fae, haven't you?
How strong is he?
Mate, he's omnipotent, so he's going to be fucking powerful, isn't it? Omnipresent, sorry.
Yeah, but is there a level we can get to where I can just squash him because he really pisses me off?
I like him. He's lovely.
He causes us problems.
He's a Fae. It's something. Sod is a character that I would say, have a go if you think you're hard enough.
Okay,
I'd love to see that.
I won't bother then.
But anyway, yes, thank you all for listening. Make sure to check out the Patreon, patreon.com/modernescapism. £5 a month plus VAT. You can get early access. You will get the High Dawn map that I drew for this episode.
Hey, it's lovely, guys.
It's lovely. It's one of the better maps I've done. Get on the website, modernescapism.co.uk, where you can see the main podcast and all of our other little endeavours. And, give us all the likes. Give us like 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. We love that. It's been a long time since we had a review. Make our year.
I agree.
But we'll be back in 2 weeks' time with episode 51 once I work out what the fuck they're going to do from here. So until then,
Like a season of Lost, this.
it really fucking is. I'm J.J. Abramsing it. I'm just writing it as I go along.
Well, Polar Bear comes next episode.
I know, it's the Mist Monster.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, yes, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching on YouTube. And we'll see you in a fortnight. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Right.
I'm assuming none of you want to do the catch-up. I'll do it then.
I
Previously,
remember what happened in... Sorry, I was going to say I can only remember what happened in Candies.